Hey you guys, this is Jerry Mateo with recordingsoftware.com. Remember to check out the link in the description below where you can get an awesome deal on these 3 plugins that we're featuring in today's video. Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be focusing on 3 plugins that I've been dying to show you guys for weeks now. We're going to be focusing on the Blackhole reverb, the Tverb, and the UltraChannel. Now these are 3 Eventide plugins. The reason why I've been wanting to do this is because reverbs are a dime a dozen usually. So the only thing better than just showing off a reverb that's good would be showing off a reverb that's unique. Besides that, I think we should have a really good signal processor that allows us to not only do channel strip stuff, as in mixing drums, vocals, but also giving us the option to have micro pitch shifting and stereo delays. So we basically get a tone, time, and space kind of bundle. The first thing is I want to talk about Blackhole. This is an amazing reverb. It basically sounds like what it's called. Everything sounds like it's swirling around. You have the mix control gravity, which is basically either having your reverb going in reverse or going forward. It basically allows you to switch between how it's being pushed through the algorithm. Size, pre-delay, low and high emphasis. You have your tempo sync, your modulation depth, rate, feedback, and resonance. And you have these really cool controls where if you, let's say we select this, we click here, we're actually able to go between and modulate anything we want. We also have a hot switch, which will switch between presets and settings. We have a kill switch and a freeze section. So besides that, we're going to be taking a look at the Tverb, which is the Tony Visconti reverb. This is designed to be an insert on a mono channel and it turns it into stereo. I'm using it as a aux send, so we don't need to use it, but it basically emulates the David Bowie effect that he did on a record where he ran out of channels. So he basically had 2 mics behind the first mic, and both of them had gates on. So when David Bowie would sing louder, it would open up those gates and you could hear the room reverb. This is basically one of the best sounding room reverbs I've ever heard. It's so natural. Last but not least, we're going to be taking a look at the awesome UltraChannel. And this really is an UltraChannel strip. You have phase inversion, input, output. You have a gate, compressor with saturation and de-essing, an omnipressor, which is basically their very aggressive crushing compressor, a 5-band EQ, output saturation with the transformer. You have a micro pitch shift, which is either in and out. You can have a mix knob, width, size, depth, and you have an awesome stereo delay. Let's start off by checking out this track. I'm going to bypass all of the time-based effects, all the ultra channels, and we're going to just take a look and listen to the intro. So I have a telephone vocal, and because it's telephone, it sounds really thin and small. The guitar is also telephone, so you can see where it transitions into the full-on one. So just listen to how everything sounds, and then we'll check it out with the Tverb.
That look all in her eyes, I guess she'll just defeat me. No more reason to try. Why do I try? She's got it bad.
So you can hear how it kind of just sounds thin and empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually activate this Tverb that I have here. Let's turn on all these other effects while we're at it. And I want you to listen to how the Tverb sounds. This is one of the most natural sounding reverbs. So we're going to highlight both of these. That way we can bypass the sends on both of them. We're going to bypass the send, and here we go.
That look all in her eyes.
Turn on.
I guess she'll just defeat me. No more reason to try. Why do I try? She's got it bad for me.
So you can hear how it's really filled it out and added a lot more life and vibrance to it. Now, this is really simple and easy to set up. You just kind of position the mics and set up your settings on the EQ and the mic positioning and everything. Now, next, we're going to be taking a look at the Blackhole, which is one of my favorite newer reverbs. If I go to the lead vocals right here, we solo them up, and I'm going to bypass all the reverb sends, and we're just going to listen to it right here.
She's got it bad for me.
Now let's see what happens if I just turn on Blackhole.
She's got it bad for me.
So without it in the mix.
She's got it bad for me.
And then we turn it on.
She's got it bad for me. I I sip on a poison tonight.
You can see how this really empty and sparse mix kind of suddenly comes to life because all we have is one acoustic guitar to give us a sense of rhythm and movement. We also want to look at the UltraChannel. So if I solo this up one more time and let's bypass all the time-based effects once again, I'm using this to just slightly compress this, but I'm mostly using it for the micro pitch shifting to add some sense of space. So here's without it.
She's got it bad for me.
And we're gonna turn it on.
I sip on a poison tonight.
Right? It adds a lot more depth. So in the context, we're gonna have it on, and then we're gonna turn it off.
She's got it bad for me.
Turn it off.
I sip
back
on
on.
a poison tonight.
So it just adds some depth to it. And then when we add all of the time-based effects, especially that reverb, we can really hear what it does.
She's got it bad for me. I sip on a poison tonight. She never.
The UltraChannel is actually on every vocal. I'm just using it to kind of filter things out because the intro vocal was a scratch vocal, so I filtered it out to make it have this lo-fi sound. And everything else was using really nice microphones, so we have really nice detailed sound. Now, one of my favorite things with the Blackhole is the ability to feed into it to get this almost ethereal sound. So watch what happens on this last note, how I feed into it with the aux set. You can see how it kind of sounds like it just goes into the ether. And then again, the Tverb on that guitar without it. And then back on. Just add some space and movement to everything. So anyway, that's it. This is a really, really awesome bundle that I really think you guys should check out. These are really easy plugins to use and they have an amazing sound quality. So that's going to be it for today's video. This is Jerry Mateo with recordingsoftware.com and I'll see you guys next time.